Okay, so Jaden Ivey comes to double Domantas Sabonis here. Okay, so he gets a deflection. Like, if you're Marvin Bagley here, like, you got to get on the floor for this ball. Like, you have to. Because if Sabonis gets this ball, he's just going to be able to catch and go up. Like, so if Bagley just wants to stand there and look, I mean, Okay, so this is absurd. Jaden Ivey is setting up. He wants the drop coverage here. So, you have to wait for Jalen Duren to actually get here. Look at Jaden Ivey. I mean, come on. That is just atrocious. I mean, the shot goes up right here. Could Alec Burks or Jaden Ivey, could even one of them box out? I mean, I know asking both of them to box out is probably a lot, so could one of them? So what happened here? Did Jaden Ivey call for a switch? Like, did he? If he called for a switch, then you got to switch. Then Isaiah Livers can't try and get over the screen because it's bang, bang. Jaden Ivey's coming to the ball. You have to go here. So, like, I don't know what happened. We have 2 people going to the ball. Then we have 0 people going to the ball. That's a well-coached team. I don't know why Corey Joseph's coming over here in the paint. Why is Bogdanovich coming? Like, one of them does not need to be in the paint. Neither of them really do. But if Bogdanovich stays out here, he can then come to the corner. But you have 3 Pistons players guarding the ball. I mean, you have no way of being able to rotate out now. If Corey Joseph, God, the Pistons really struggle with rotating. So if Corey Joseph is coming to double here, Alec Burks cannot. Why is he staring at the ball? Because Bogdanovich has to take Corey Joseph's man so that this drop-off pass doesn't happen for a dunk. So Alec Burks has to go here. And then you rotate here, and Corey Joseph ultimately ends up here. But that's all just in thought. Okay, so, I mean, the Pistons get lost again. Alec Burks is seeing the ball. Like, you know that you're going to have to come. Someone's going to have, from the weak side of the floor, is going to have to come double. Like, Alec Burks needs to be the one to double. He's staring at the ball. You have to step up here. Okay, then Corey Joseph would rotate down. Hamidou Diallo would have to occupy both these Kings players. But everyone on the weak side of the floor is just watching this player go right to the rim. I don't... Hey, I mean, Marvin Bagley can't just be getting to the middle of nowhere. Get up. Find someone to guard. You can't just park yourself in the paint and wait. Why is Killian Hayes stopping here to double? Jalen Duren is fine guarding Kevin Huerter. Look at this. So you just stopped and then gambled. So now you're late to get out to Harrison Barnes. So you're out of position. Look at this. You're not going to be able to battle for position with him because you're off balance. If you're Killian Hayes, you got to get in a defensive stance. Your feet are not level to each other. This is not a defensive stance. So what ends up happening here is that because you never get in a defensive stance, you're going to end up going upwards here. So you're going uphill as De'Aaron Fox is coming off a handoff that you're eventually going to go under. So you're going to get under this screen late. Look at this. You're late to get under the screen. So now they're going to twist and set a second screen here, and Metu doesn't even have to screen you. He can start rolling because you're already beat. So that screws up your drop coverage. Get organized in transition. If Killian Hayes is taking Kevin Huerter, say something. So Jalen Duren knows, okay, I got to go here. Well, you can't. You got 2 people going to Huerter. Killian Hayes is going to need help here. If you think you can guard off your back foot by backpedaling and guard De'Aaron Fox, you're wrong. Now, the Pistons have numbers on defense. There's an extra defender. So Jaden Ivey should just be over here ready to help. That's it. And get up and help. Bogdanovich can stay with Huerter. Not guard like this. If you're Killian Hayes, you cannot have your man behind you. You got to stay attached to him and chase. Look at Killian Hayes. What is this? So now there's all this space. Harrison Barnes can just catch it. That draws a second defender, and we're in trouble. Hey, if you're Killian Hayes in transition, how about we see Keegan Murray and the ball? Look at Killian Hayes. I mean, this is just embarrassing. Okay, so Hamidou Diallo gets run off the line here. That's okay. What cannot happen is that Hamidou Diallo and Jaden Ivey stare. Hamidou Diallo's got to sprint over here. Jaden Ivey's got to find someone else to guard. Like, look at this. You got Hamidou Diallo standing, Jaden Ivey standing. I mean, so who's open? Terrible defense here on this cross screen. Alec Burks, you don't switch it. Alec Burks needs to be attacked. You got to jam Chimezie Metu as he comes through the screen so Jalen Duren can get on the other side. Like, look, you don't switch. Like, look at Alec Burks. You don't switch it. First of all, you didn't even communicate switch because Jalen Duren's going with Metu. So now Malik Monk's open. Okay, Hamidou Diallo is not a part of this screen. Jalen Duren's man is setting the screen, and he's in drop coverage. So Diallo's got to stay here. Like, why is Diallo coming to the ball? Why do we have 3 Pistons players guarding the ball? Alec Burks is setting up the drop coverage too early. You got to wait for Duren to be ready. You got to wait for him to have his feet set. You're already setting up De'Aaron Fox, and Jalen Duren isn't ready to be in drop coverage. So what does that mean? Well, now he's not going to be able to recover to Sabonis. That brings in multiple Pistons defenders in the backside. And, I mean, the perimeter is wide open. I mean, it's just, you got to finish the play. Could Bogdanovic please sprint back? Look at Bogdan. He starts to sprint back. Lovely. But why are you slowing down right now? How about you work to get in front of Harrison Barnes? Look at Bogdanovic jogging. Well, so where's this rebound going to? Okay, I don't understand why Jaden Ivey just can't get in front of Kevin Huerter here. But if you're just going to auto-switch this, then Kevin Knox, stop. Kevin Knox is doing a good job right now. Why does Kevin Knox just stop paying attention to Kevin Huerter? Look at this. Look at his eyes. What? Hey, the shot goes up. So Alec Burks right here boxing out Sabonis. Like, okay, yes, Sabonis is at the three-point line, but you cannot wait for Sabonis to find you. You got to go find him and box him out. Like now. Look at Alec Burks. He's just waiting for Sabonis to find him. Well, so you're not even this is not a box out. You got to use the lower half of your body to box out. So, yeah, there you go. Why is Alec Burks hugging Kevin Huerter here? Why can't you just stay back, just stay with him? Like the fact that you are hugging him, look at this. He's going to be able to create space. Look at how he created space off of this. So now you're not going to be ready to guard him. That's absurd. Why does this continue to happen? Jaden Ivey is already setting up De'Aaron Fox that he wants the drop coverage here. Well, again, you're not waiting for Marvin Bagley to get his feet set and be ready to be in drop coverage. So now Bagley's just instantly backpedaling because of that. And what does that mean? That brings a backside defender now. Oh, so now the corner's open. Okay, this is obviously not a great matchup on the perimeter, and Jalen Duren's already backpedaling. So he's not going to be able to guard De'Aaron Fox. The worst thing he could do is play off De'Aaron Fox. I mean, look what's happening here. So Bogdanovic is coming over here and to help you in the gaps. If his feet are set, he's in a defensive stance, you can force him here, and he can help and recover. Same thing here with Jaden Ivey. But you got to get up and force him in to help somewhere, because what you're doing now is the worst thing.